right? Let's talk ban list really quick before I head up out of here. Chaos Ruler. We all knew this was coming. No big surprise, right? We knew that was coming. The biggest shock right here will obviously be white. Does it make Dragon Link unplayable? Not really, because if you think about Dragon Link as a deck, you're not drawing Wyvern every hand. You know what I mean? You're not drawing Wyvern every hand. So, okay, there are lines that you is it less consistent now? Yes. But you can still go big, you can still go small. That doesn't change anything. Card of Demise, that card needed to go, obviously. It was literally an auto win card, right? Auto win. Nothing you could do about it. This card's kind of quote unquote busted with Super Heavy Samurai. I mean, it's 3 in TCG, right? So it is what it is. Right. Yeah. I mean, and that's why I say, yeah, that's a better word. It's Dragon Link is more fragile now than it was before. Because before Despater came out, you hit Dragon Link's normal summon, or you 2-3 interruptions. You could no, I'm not gonna say 2-3. Let me run that back. Well placed interruptions. Deck is done. They got a pass turn. After Despater came out, that changed things, because now you think those normal avenues you had to stop the deck are no longer valid. No longer valid, right? And then they immediately go to Chaos Angel, keep stuff rocking, right? But it's a good hit. It's a solid hit. I'd rather them hit white now than to do anything else when it comes to here, Dragon Link. Drag. Just gonna see if I can pull a list up really quick. Yeah, I'd rather them hit white than to go for. We were talking, where's it at? Absol You know what I mean? That's a dagger. Tracer, that's a dagger. They already tried to hit launch and all that. That's fine, right? Overall, I'm fine with it. I got no issue with that. The deck is still very playable. Now, does it make Gamma weaker? Sure, yes it does. But that's here. He say, she say. If it goes off, it goes off. What else we got here? I think other stuff was like stun stuff. Fenrir, obviously, it's at 3 in TCG, and it's. I mean, it's a broken card. It like a lot of like you look at this as a whole, right? Look at this as a whole. This is all gatekeepers. These cards right here gatekeep so many other decks from being able to be played. By them hitting Fenrir, by them hitting the stun decks, by them hitting, annoying Runic, even purely Dragon Link as well. They make the meta more broad. And I think making the meta more broad in making the meta more broad in Master Duel is a lot more healthier than the OCG and the TCG. Because it's a best of one format for 99.9% of all of us. You know what I mean? It's the best of one. You come in. So you don't want to have to deal with annoying stuff throughout your day, right? You don't want to deal with game one, bam, insta lose to that. Okay. You come back here, bam, it's Runic. You're done. Coliseum, the floodgates, all that makes sense. It makes the game a lot more healthier. And I was looking at this card too. I'm like, why is this card at 2 anyway? So that's a solid pick right there. Synchro Zone. I'm not gonna lie, I do play Synchro Zone in my Manadium deck, my TCG Manadium deck. That's why I was shocked they hit this. I'm like, do they know what's going on with this? But again, it's just another floodgate for other decks, so I get it. Fenrir deserved a ban. Birth came out out of nowhere. Yeah, guess what I said. Like, I feel like they these decks gatekeep a lot of decks. If because I mean the account I'm playing on right now, I went from literally, was it bronze to master 1 with that thing, and literally down there, you see a lot of this stuff. You see Runic, you see there can only be one, you see the cheese people with Kashtira, like they're really down there, you know what I mean? And as a new player, that's not fun. I had the gems. I know how to play Dragon Link. It wasn't that big of a deal for me. I mean, obviously, I didn't win them all, but I climbed from Master 1 to whatever in like in a week. And yeah, and then what else? I kind of jumped around. There can only be one, you know, people this is Vanquish Soul right here. This is literally a Vanquish Soul card. It's toxic. It needs to go. This is overall a healthier band. Like I can see the tier list now. I can see that, like, I mean, Brand is always going to be here, right? Unless they just flat out ban Fusion, Brand is going to be playable forever. But they're going to knock all these decks down to the peg. So now think about what you're going to play now. You're going to play Vanquish Soul, right? A lot of ultra rares for that. Purely's pretty much done. They hit Kashtira, which basically hit a lot of decks. They didn't even hit Vanquish Soul to a certain degree. Mananium, it may go up to tier 2 now because these decks are going to be tier 1. You know what I mean? It's going to be still below there. Labyrinth, obviously. Labyrinth not even really play Floodgates from what I've gathered. But again, you know, it's whatever. Zodiac, and then Mathmech. Their diameters on watch list right now. I'm sorry, Circle is on a watch list because I think it's going downhill for this deck. Now people what may end up happening, people may start playing this more often. But if people start playing this more often, then we're gonna have Dragon Link creeping his way back up because it counters obviously Mathmech, you know. What is that? You say I'm thinking Dragon, yeah, and what you right here, Blood, right? These, right? These are baits. Am I in the way? I'm in the way. These are baits. They're ultra rare. They want you guys to try these out to see if they're any good. You're gonna find out that they're nowhere near compared to Super Heavy Samurai. They're nowhere near compared to what else we got coming down the pipeline? Fire King, Labyrinth. I mean, you're gonna soon realize that those decks, they're leagues better. They want you to spend your ultra rares on these guys, and I personally would not recommend it unless you're trying to. Yes, Mike. You got your shoes on? Go get your shoes. Unless you're gonna play it a sim to test out what you're gonna do first, don't bring this into Master Duel. It's not really not worth it. These are healthier, you know. Again, they're trying to spread the wealth a little bit. They're trying to make this a diverse meta going into the Super Heavy Samurai stuff, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I got zero complaints here. You said unlimited ante? Where you see that at? Ante what? What, spell fragrance? Is it? It's at 2. It's at 2. If that's what you're talking about. But yeah, that's what I think. You know, Christmas is over. You know, they're trying to get some of that Christmas money from everybody, and they're just unlocking stuff for everybody. That's my thoughts on the whole situation. I guess I could clip this and make this a video or whatever, upload it. But yeah. You guys got any questions? If not, I'll leave it at that. Super Heavy Samurai is gonna be fun. I'm curious what they're gonna do with